Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Revitalising Villa, episode number 10. We have finally hit the big 1-0. Bit of a landmark I suppose, but it's just the first of many to come. Of course we are still in our first season, so there's a long way to go yet. Middlesbrough is who we play today. Middlesbrough sat in fourth. They were third at the start of the day. Fulham have beaten Hull, as you can see here, to go third. Patrick Vieira at Hull, he's not doing very well, is he? They're outside the playoffs and everything. Go on, Paddy, what are you doing? But Middlesbrough then are, of course, in that title challenge, as are Fulham now, I suppose. But Borough and Wolves both have games in hand, which obviously they play now. If we can beat Middlesbrough here, we open up what could be a 9-point gap on third. It's important that we finish in that top two. That's the most important thing this season. We need to get back to the Premier League. Being in that top two will do that automatically. I want to win the league, of course, and a 6-point gap over Wolves is great. Can we continue that today? Wolves are away at Bristol City. But the thing is, it's the 30th of December, so it's Christmas time. Brilliant. We're actually just about catching up in a way. We're not far off where we are in real life, of course. It does mean a weird couple of games. So we play Middlesbrough today on the 30th, and in just 2 days' time, we play Bristol City. So it's two big games. There's going to be some rotation, so let's see how we get on. First of all, Middlesbrough away, and it's time for some revenge after they beat us earlier this season at Villa Park, of course. It's in fact our only home loss of the season. At home we've lost one, drew one, and won all the other games at Villa Park this season. So it's an away game, of course, but we are going to be looking for revenge on that. We are looking to bounce back after the last episode, and we have done that, I must say. Sheffield United at home, Scott Hogan opened the goal scoring. Conor Horan made it 2-0, 2-0 up at half time, cruising. Billy Sharp did pull a goal back, but Kieran Freeman sending off made it hard for the Blades, and James Bree sending off for Villa didn't matter because it was the 94th minute, so that was happy days. And then Brentford 3 days later on Boxing Day away, we won 1-0. It was a scrappy performance, and an own goal from the goalkeeper with 12 minutes to go meant we escaped from Griffin Park with a victory. And I say escaped because it was a poor performance. Attacking wise, we didn't play well. We had Callum O'Hare up front because Codger's injured and Hogan's injured, so good to see. Today though, Hogan is back, and let's look at the team that's going to play against the Borough today. I'm keeping the 4-2-3-1, and I make a couple of changes. Bjarnason comes in the box-to-box midfield role. I think he can do well there. Of course, the back four, Bree, Chester, Hansen and Brian. Bree comes back in after his suspension and keeps his place. I think he could be the first choice there because El Mohammadi, his age is against him, and Bree has got a lot of time to grow into a good player, and that's what I'm looking for. Of course, Hurahan in his favoured Mazzala role, he's really been brilliant for us this season, particularly when we changed it to that role, so he keeps his place. Snodgrass on the right, Andre Green on the left. I want to give him more game time. Of course it's going to be difficult with Jack Grealish coming back pretty soon, but Grealish can play either of those positions, so we'll see what happens there. It's Josh Onoma in behind the striker today. Varela is currently injured, and it leaves Onoma as really the best option behind Scott Hogan, of course, with Jonathan Codger also injured. It means Hogan gets some game time. He got a goal, of course, 2 matches ago. Can he do it again? Again to Middlesbrough? We'll have to find out. Middlesbrough are one of those sides that you expect to be in a title challenge in this game. In real life, it hasn't really worked out that way for them, but in terms of in the game, because on paper they're very strong, you expect them to be in a title race, and they've proved to be just that. For them, of course, it's quite a good front four, isn't it? Adama Traore on the right, of course, ex-Villa man. We know all about his pace. Thomas Eisfeld is a very good signing in the Championship, behind the striker. Very good signing for them. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin, of course, Premier League footballer now, getting good game time for Everton, playing in this game on loan, of course, at Middlesbrough, I'm guessing. So that is a good three behind the striker of Brett Assombalonga, who's a brilliant striker in the Championship. So that is fearful. They're playing a 4-2-3-1 just like us. They have lots of good players in their squads, to be honest. Their whole 11 are very good players. Clayton and Housen in midfield, Fabio, Gibson, Ayala and Christie behind Darren Randolph. Of course, on the bench they've got Ryan Shotton, Adam Forshaw, Patrick Bamford, Grant Ledbetter. All can come on. It's going to be difficult to rate these, but if we're at our best, I think we could do it. We're missing Kodja, which is a problem for us. It's a big problem. Up front, we've had problems this year in terms of injuries and whatnot. I'm thinking in the summer, if we can get promoted or whether we don't get promoted, a striker is probably #1 priority. We need someone who's going to get us 20 goals, 25 goals a season and play consistently. At the moment, we don't have it. It's been rare that I can actually use this season, but as I've mentioned before, it's about revenge. I know a lot of you will be keen to avenge what happened when we last played them. Seems to always work in Football Manager, and look at all those greens. It worked again. Literally, just James Bree doesn't really care. I'm guessing he didn't play in that game. I don't know. We are in the black then, of course. We haven't saw the black kit very often on camera, so it's a nice treat out in the away black kit, you know. It's an early free kick for them. Eisfeld whips it in. It's headed down and away. Adama will try and get there. Adama Traore, of course. He likes to be known in his first name. It's a modern footballer tradition for some reason. I don't like it, to be fair. This is a weird highlight. They're keeping hold of the ball. Eisfeld into Calvert-Lewin to Brett Assombalonga. What a save, but Calvert-Lewin's there. And just 6 minutes in, Middlesbrough have the lead. Not the start Villa had in mind, says the commentary. And that is an understatement, to say the least. They worked it well from the back actually, get the words out. Eisfeld is a little bit too much space. It's a great pass wide for Calvert-Lewin. Great save by Johnson. I've got to say, great save from the goalkeeper, but Calvert-Lewin pounces there. First to it. It's 1-0. And Borough have had the better of the chances so far. Johnson's long kick. Hogan's got to try and win that header, but it's just nowhere near him, and he might just come back at us here. Bree intercepts. Bree's already been booked. Let's not get sent off again, James Bree. Brett Sambalonga's running at us here. We just look way too open at the moment. Eisfeld, Adama, Traore's cross. Oh, we just look way too open. I'm not... Maybe it's the four at the back, but something isn't working. They've got another opportunity coming forward now. Maybe I should take it off attacking. Eisfeld, good interception by Chester. Now Andre Green can run it as defender. Take him on, Andre. Oh, take him on. He didn't take him on. He lost it. He's going to fall for Eisfeld and Assombalonga with a bit of space. Christie, Johnny Howson, I suppose. I'm going to change something really early here because this isn't working at all. We're not doing anything. I'm going to whack it on counter, and I'm also going to drop Green and Snodgrass both a little bit deeper. Just play them as sort of wingers on attack, I suppose. It's a little bit different. It's not really what we're used to, but they are penning us in. They're 1-0 up. They're dominating. We need to get back at it in a way. Oh, God, it's 2-0. All that I just did. I don't like turning the camera on. Just don't like it at the moment. Ayala. Okay, 2-0. Right, I don't know what to do. Chris Samba comes on. It's a defensive change in a way, but it just means we can get hold of the ball a bit more. I've gone on attack too. I'm going to see if this makes a difference. James Bree is worrying me at the moment. He might come off at half time. It's been a horrific first half. We have a free kick though. Can we get back into this? It's a penalty. This is the perfect opportunity to do so. It's a penalty. Number 20. Is that Berke Bjarnason? What is Bjarnason? We'll take it. Bjarnason scores. Good penalty. It's 2-1 and we are back in the game. And now let's show what this football club and this team is all about. Berke Bjarnason given an opportunity and he's taken it there from the spot. We now need to really, really pen them in. I don't like that there's a highlight from the kickoff though. Adama Traore, he's going to have an option on the overlap if they've got overlapping fullbacks. It doesn't seem to be that way. Assombalonga, Adama Traore's got Brian beaten and Calvert-Lewin has hit the post at the back post. That was a chance. Really good football from Borough, who are seemingly our weakness this season. There's a long way to go yet. Adama Traore to Howson. He does have an overlap now. Christie's bombing forward. The cross is poor, but Assombalonga's there. Oh, what is going on at that near post there? Right, we've had a penalty. We should be back in the game. We need to try and build off that. Andre Green needs to prove that he should be in the first team, and it's a good pass wide. What's going on that wing? Here we go though. Joe Bryan coming forward. Bjarnason will mop up and do nothing with it, but he's got it back. Hogan, wide for Bree. This is a chance to get across into the box. We haven't had many. Snodgrass, Bjarnason, Hurahan, Andre Green is at the post. We haven't had many chances, but that was good. That was good stuff. Right, we're finishing the first half strongly here. Hogan, great switch ball. Andre Green's cross. Robert Snodgrass at the back post. That should be 2-2. There's a lot to go off with these late chances in the first half. Borough look nervy. Adama won the flick on, but Hansen should have this covered easily, and we passed it around the back nicely. Samba to Snodgrass now. Hogan, he's all on his own, and he loses out to Clayton. Sliding tackle from behind, maybe? No? Not having it? This is where they are dangerous, though. We haven't got as many men in midfield. That could be a problem. It suits us on attack, but defensively we struggle. I don't know what to do about that. Sambalonga into the box. Great run. Sam Johnson makes a save. Comfortable save in the end. They have dominated the chances. Absolutely dominated the chances. But I think we've shown enough to realise we can get back into this. It says Scott Hogan's having an awful game, but I don't see it. I'm making my 2 changes at the break, and I'm going for Broke. Bjarnason, he may have got the goal, but he's going to come off. He's been booked. So has Bree. Both of them come off. Whelan and El Mohammadi come on as wing backs. I'm doing it. I don't know if it's a smart idea. We're staying on attacking. We're going for it. At this point, we don't have much to lose in this game. Bristol City have equalised at home to Wolves. That's good for us. Chester's free kick then. Spread wide for El Mohammadi, and here's Snodgrass. Goes back to El Mohammadi. He needs an option. He's found Whelan. Kept the ball. Scott Hogan nearly onto that. It was something out of nothing, really. And the fact that the highlight's still going suggests that it might be a Middlesbrough chance here. Hogan not going to get there. Horahan's found Andre Green now. He's all on his own, is he? Andre Green has slotted it away. What a goal from the youngster. His first senior goal. Fantastic moment. Fantastic. What a pass from Horahan, by the way. First time ball. Andre Green has it all to do and slips it between the keeper's legs, it looks like. It's 2-2 at the Riverside. Andre Green, everyone, I know what you're all thinking when you went, why did you go with him again? He doesn't look like he's progressing. Well, have some of that. Andre Green, he's hit the post and now he's hit the back of the net. Oh, for goodness sake. Can't make a change. We're missing now Robert Snodgrass, who's been our best player of the season probably. I really hope he's not out for a long time. Jack Grealish should be back, I think, for the next game, but there's a chance here in the last few minutes. Bamford, Horahan mops it up, and now Andre Green. Do not lose it there. He doesn't. And Hogan, he's got El Mohammadi on the right if he can use him, but he's just sort of lost out. Samba intercepts, and is this just playing out till the 90 minutes? Not with a pass like that, it's not. Sambalonga couldn't get there, and now Hogan. What is going on? Both sides just giving it away, but here come Borough, Ledbetter, Brian with an interception, hacks it clear, and is Hogan onto that? Oh, it looked like for a minute he was, didn't it? I think this is going to be a Borough chance because this is a weird highlight. Bamford comes forward. Patrick Bamford into a Sambalonga. Oh, that's close. Oh, but 2-2. It looks like he's going to end that way. There's 30 seconds to go. Andre Green hacks clear. Ledbetter back in there. Johnston's punch. Bristol City have gained a late winner at home to Wolves. That's brilliant. We do play Bristol City in the second game of this episode, but at full time it means it's Borough 2, Aston Villa 2, and somehow from 2-0 down after 16 minutes, thanks to a goal from Bristol City and a brilliant comeback, we have gained another point on Wolves. Robert Snodgrass is out for 4 weeks. It's not good, but it could be worse. Robert Snodgrass is a weird sort of player at the moment. He's been brilliant for us, and all signs you would say sign him up at the end of the season, get a transfer in. And I agree with you, but he's 30 years of age. His stats are brilliant, really good stats, but he's 30 years of age and he's valued at nearly £15 million, and I can't afford to be paying that on a 30-year-old. So I don't think I'm going to be signing Snodgrass at the end of the season. As good as he's been for us, and he has been very good, I don't think it's worth it. And it's 2 months in a row in which I have won Manager of the Month. 4 victories in 6 games. That is brilliant. I've won 2. Of course, I didn't mention it in the last episode, but I did mention it on Twitter. We won the November award for Manager of the Month. 4 wins from 4 after the great showing against Sunderland in particular. That was brilliant. I did get a new contract from you. I didn't mention it on camera, so I'll mention it now. 2 years. 2-year deal. So my contract now runs out in the summer of 2019. Now I'm 23,000 a week as well. It's a little bit good, isn't it? It's a little bit good. I'm hoping to stay here for years and years. Dr. Tony loves me. He loves me. Of course, January 1st means the start of a new transfer window, and I already have a couple of deals lined up that have just gone through. This first one might be a disappointment to some of you, especially any Australian fans out there. But Mile Jedinak has left the club. A $1 million deal, 1.1 million I think it was. He's gone to Bremen, so he's not going to be a problem for us. He's gone out to play in Germany at 33 years of age. With midfielders that we have and coming through in terms of the youth academy, I didn't think it was worth keeping him. They wanted him, they were offering some money, and we could do with some sort of money to fund any possible transfers. That did happen, spoiler. I was happy to let him go. I don't think he adds too much to the team at the moment. He's a good player and he's alright, and he is a very good midfielder, but in our squad, we didn't need him, so why keep him? He wasn't getting first team football. He was complaining that he wasn't getting first team football, so now he can in Germany. Good luck at Bremen, Mile Jedinak. I mentioned how the selling of Jedinak raised some funds and helped us get in this man, John Souttar. I think that's how you say his name, a Scottish central defender. Pretty good stats, and at the age of 21 he's got the potential to grow to be a 4.5 star player. He could be very good for us over the next couple of years. He's valued at 4.8 million already, and that could rise. We could get a lot of money from this guy if he has a good couple of seasons, although I'm hoping he can be a rock for us for a good 5 years. It was a transfer that I wasn't expecting to make, but it was a tip that I saw on Twitter. Someone out, of course, if you go on Twitter and the community that's there, the FM community, there's lots of different tips of players that turn out to be very good or are very good, and John Souttar was one of these. And I thought we need a central defender, especially with Christopher Ayer probably going to go back in the summer. John Terry probably going to leave in the summer. Chris Samba as well. Of course, there may be more players coming in this position, but John Souttar, I think, could be very, very good for us. He's someone we can build around. Hansen and Souttar could be a central defensive partnership for the future for us. Bristol City, it's not much of a change in terms of the squad, only really the two changes. Doma comes in on the right instead of Snodgrass, and Whelan in for Bjarnason, who I don't think played very well. Joshua Onuma gets another chance. Scott Hogan up front. Joe Bryan plays against his former side, which means Tommy Elphick is also playing against his former side, of course, for Bristol City. On the bench for us, John Souttar will start. I'm going to bring him on probably midway through the second half if it allows me to. If the situation is there. Get him sort of acclimatised. He's not going to start today. He's literally just joined today. Come on, guys. That is a very, very defensive formation for Bristol City, isn't it? Frankie Fielding in goal. Nathan Baker and Tommy Elphick, both former villains, of course, as I mentioned. In a three-man defence with Wright, Pisano on the right wing back, Viner on the left wing back, Hegela as a defensive midfielder, three across the middle, and Corley Woodrow on his own up front. If we can attack and really get control of a game, we're making a start here though. Scott Hogan finds a cross. Pisano has to clear. 16 seconds in. That's nice. Josh Onma's already had a shot as well. We're flying. In all honesty, if we are going to finish in the top two, we should win games like this. Conor Hourihane sending a free kick over there. We should win games like this at home to Bristol City. It's games that you have to win, really, to get promoted, to get any sort of title. We are playing well so far. 5 shots in the opening 15 minutes or so. So it's not all bad. Right, our corner. Hourihane with it. Headed away by Wright. A poor corner. Back in there, though. Andre Green is at the bar. Okay, the first half is flying by. There hasn't been many chances, which is worrying for us. We have an injury. Oh, the goalkeeper's injured in added time of injury time. Oh, Mark Bunn's coming on then, but that's not good. In terms of other changes I can make at the break, there isn't much I can offer us, to be honest with you. Callum O'Hare gets another chance up front. We'll take him off complete forward, put him as a poacher. No, put him as an advanced forward. He can play that quite well, actually. John Souttar, I don't think he's going to get a chance here because it's not about that, but I'm looking at Doyle Hayes and I'm looking at Whelan not really having a good game. Let's give the youngster a go. Why not? 15 minutes to go and the game is just filtering through. Doesn't seem to be many chances here, but this is when Football Manager can really sucker punch you. Here we go then. With 8 minutes to go, they come forward with Hegela. Don't know. Wright has moved to the left. Hegela into Deju. I don't know how to say his name. Not sure. Smith. Back into him. Chester with a good clearance, but it'll just come back at us. This is not how you want to end the second half to a game that we should be winning, is it? Not really sure where the desire's gone for us. Wright's cross should lead to nothing, and Brian hacks clear. Smith, though, is keeping it in. He's found. It's a shot. Oh, see, Famara Deju. I think that's how you say his name, not sure. Aston Villa 0, Bristol City 1. We've slipped up here. We have slipped up big time. Brian thought he cleared the danger. He hadn't done. Smart finish from the striker on a turn. It was given way too much time. I think that's Jamie Hansen there. Probably should do better with his marking. A game we should win, and we haven't done enough to do so, I think, in this game. We aren't going to get another chance at it. I don't think, anyway. There's another 2 minutes to go. Can we win the ball? We have done. That's a start. Onuma looking over the top. Callum O'Hare to make a name for himself. Crosses and Adoma. It's 1-1. Alright, so that's better than nothing. It's a goal against his former team for Albert Adoma. Callum O'Hare did really well. And for the second time in this episode, I'm seeing a positive in the fact that we're not losing games that it looked like we probably should have lost. Well, not necessarily should have lost because we've been the better side, but we haven't deserved to win the game, so I'm happy to take a draw at this point. 2 draws. One a lot more disappointing than the other, and that's definitely this one for anyone that's wondering. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end to episode number 10. Celebrate episode number 10. We're looking to hit a lot more than that, of course. A disappointing episode, 2 draws. But we've shown some quality in fighting back, with Codry coming back soon as well, and Jack Grealish. Maybe we can push on again. John Sutar, what do you reckon of that transfer? What about Milé Ednat leaving the club? Let me know in the comment section. If you enjoyed this episode, like the video, subscribe to the channel, as I say. Drop me some comments. Until next time, from me to you, goodbye.